Hey guys, Crystal here at Crystal's Crafties. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create invitations in Canva and convert them to text so that you can text them out to anyone that you want to send them to, and you don't have to worry about email invites, you don't have to worry about sending anything in the mail. This is a really easy way to get these invitations out, and you can do all of this for free. We are going to create the invitations in Canva, and you can use the free version of Canva for this. And then we're going to get all of our design elements from CreativeFabrica. So if you click the first link in the description, it's going to take you to this page right here, which is my page for CreativeFabrica, and it lets you know that you can get your first 10 design elements or fonts or downloads of any kind for free, and it's going to sign you up for a subscription which will renew at $9 a month. You can cancel it. You don't ever actually even have to do that. Just cancel it after you've downloaded your first 10 free items. But you'll get to this page and you will click this Start Downloading, and it will take you into the main site of CreativeFabrica. I already have a profile, so it's like no. But it'll take you over to this page. Now, right now, if you go ahead and upgrade after your first 10 free downloads, you can get it for $4.99 a month, but this is just right now. It's December 27th of 2022 right now, so that's not always going to be available. Okay, so let's head back here. This is the one that I have made for my son. It's obviously got like a 90s kind of retro theme going on. I'm going to show you where I got these exact files and how I put this invitation together, but I do want you to know you don't have to do this theme. If we come back over to CreativeFabrica, and let's say we want to do a taco theme, we're just going to put in taco clip art. And it'll come up with all of these other little things that you can get here. Let's say that we wanted to do farm animals. We can type in farm animals and we will get, so let's type in clip art after that. We will get all of these kind of sets of little farm animal clip arts. So literally anything that you want, I actually have this set, it's really cute. Anything that you want, you're going to be able to find in here. And the first 10 things that you download are going to be for free. So let's say I do want to download this. Well, this set happens to come with 30 different little images. There's 30 different clips in here, and you're going to get that whole thing as one download for free. Now here is the one that I actually used so you can see it. There it is, 90s Fusion Design Elements. I will put in a link to this as well in case you happen to really want to make these 90s themed invitations. You are going to get all of these elements here. There is a lot. I created this invitation and I only used that one design pack. I only used this element pack right here. The one thing I really like about this one that's not going to come with every single one of them though, is that not only do you get all of these elements in a PNG format, but you're also going to get them in JPG format and SVG format. And the greatest thing about that is, let's say I want to use this bolt right here, but I don't want it to be yellow. I want it to be neon green. If I upload the SVG, and you can do that in Canva, I can change its color to green. Same thing here. Let's say I don't want it to be like this. I don't want it to be blue. I want it to be pink. I'll upload the SVG format and I can turn it pink in Canva. And I'll show you right now how we do it all. Okay, here was the invitation I made. I'm going to create a new page and we're going to start designing. When you first jump into Canva, you need to set up an invitation. So if you click the second link I have in here, it's going to take you to Canva. You're going to get to your home page and you're just going to click Create a Design. And then just type invitation. So we're going to do this first one right here, the 5x7 invitation. And it sets it up perfectly for you. This is the size that we're going to want to eventually convert over into a text. This is exactly what you're going to need. It's just going to do it all for you. Okay, so here we go. Now it's going to pull up some templates just based on, right now it's got Christmas stuff because we're right after Christmas. But you don't need to use any of these templates. You can hop over here to upload and you will start uploading the design elements that you wanted for your invitation. Here is where I have all of the ones from this 90s Fusion pack. So you'll get your CreativeFabrica elements, you'll click download, you'll save them to your computer. You'll get back over here into Canva. You will click upload files. You will come and find the files that you have saved wherever you have them, open them, and they will upload into Canva for you. Okay, so these are the elements that we're going to add in. But first of all, I have this kind of colored background here. To do that, I just created it myself. I went into the shapes and I got some triangles just like this. And I put a bunch of triangles on my page. So here's this one. I made it larger. I'm going to right click and duplicate. And I'll maybe kind of, you see this rotate here, I'll rotate this one a little bit and I'll put it up there. Right click, duplicate. Let's get another one. Maybe I'll rotate it over here. Make it bigger even. And let's start changing the colors of these. These are the colors that are already in my document because I've already created this. But you can come down and you can just start using the basic colors here. And if you don't like a basic color, like let me click this purple. Let's say I don't really like that purple. Let's change it. Once you've got it selected and you've got it the color that is close to what you want, but not exactly, scroll all the way up and click this plus up here that says add a new color. And now you can come in and you can drag this box all around. You can drag this up and down to change the colors. Do you see over here how as I'm dragging this box, that color is changing? And if I come in here, this color also changes. This is how you can completely customize any color that you want on your design. That's going to be much more of kind of the color that we're looking for this design. If you happen to know your code, you can type it in. Or if there's something else on your document and you want it to be that exact color. Let's say I do want it to be this orange. I take my pencil and I drag it. I click my pencil. I come over here, click this orange, and that immediately turns that color. But I am just going to come up here to the colors I already do have in this document. I'm going to start changing these. Okay. And we're just going to fill the background with all of this. So I'm just going to keep getting triangles until my entire background is filled with color. Actually, let me make one of these blue. Let's put this, let's see. I'm going to turn it a bluish color. We'll go with that. Then we're going to need another purple. All right, let me make this one that purple color again. Okay, so here is some of a background to start with. I've got all of these different colors in here, and I'm ready to start adding my elements on top. So you can see that's essentially what I did back here. I just filled it with color, and then I started adding the elements. So I'm going to come to what I've uploaded, and I'm just going to add in the things that I wanted for this design. Like I want this grid, make it bigger and put it up here. And let's see, we'll put a Rubik's Cube in. And we want this tape definitely to be in the middle. And I had this little Converse down here. Rotate and make it bigger. Let's see here. What all else did I have in here? So I'm just going to keep adding these in, but I do want to show you how to change the color of one. Let me move these out of the way. So here's this guy. I clicked it, it came in here, and it's an SVG, so it's going to say I can change its color. Let me make this bigger. So I don't want this yellow. I'm going to click the yellow and turn it green. And now it's a green little bolt thing. I can do the same thing with anything that I've uploaded as an SVG. So let me click this one. This one's also an SVG. Do you see it right here? Let's make it yellow. So I'm going to click this. It was blue, so I'm going to click the blue box and turn it yellow. And now that's a yellow. If it is not an SVG, I can't do that. So like this right here, I've uploaded this Rubik's Cube. It didn't give me any options up here because it's not an SVG. I can't change it. So that's the difference in uploading a PNG, which this is also a PNG. If I click it, it gives me no options to edit. But an SVG, I click this, and I can turn it yellow. Let's find the right color here. I can turn it pink. I can turn it whatever color I want to turn it. So I'm going to keep working on this background until I've got it looking more like this invitation here, and then I'll show you how I added the "it's a party" and all of his little details. Okay, so I have got all of these elements in here that I uploaded earlier, and I've got them kind of arranged how I think they're going to look decent on the background, and it's time to add our party details, our information. So I'm actually going to delete this cassette first. And I'm going to group all of this together so that as I'm designing, nothing moves. I'm going to come way outside of my design here. I'm going to click my mouse and drag until everything in my design is highlighted. Now you see all these little parts. We want it all to stay together. So I've dragged it all till it's all highlighted, and I'm just going to hit group. And now if I move it, it all moves together. And nothing's going to get out of alignment. Everything's going to stay in the position that I've already put it in. Let's start getting these "it's a party." So all I did here was I came into the Canva elements and I grabbed a square. Let me put it on the design that we're working on. And I just kind of sized it to how I thought I would like my letterbox to look. And I turned it black. Okay, we're going to need a few of these. Let's see here. Duplicate, duplicate. And I'm going to stop right there because I'm not sure they're the exact right size yet. Let's get that font in here. Okay, so I'm going to click somewhere on my design, really anywhere it will be fine, and type a T. And I'm going to get this "your paragraph here" box pull up. So the font that we want, we need to come up here. It's called Neon Neon. So if I come over here and I type Neon Neon with one N in the middle there, it is this font right here. Okay, it changed my font. And I want to type an I because the first letter we're doing here is "it's a party." Now that's tiny. Let me drag it and make it bigger. And it's also black. That's not going to work. Let's change its color. Here is the color box for our text. Let's make it pink. Okay, there's an I. Well, we need a T now, so I've clicked off my design here. I'm going to type a T to pull up another text box. And we want this one to be a T. We need to change the font again to Neon Neon. Change the color. Let's make this one yellow. And let's make it bigger. IT. All right, now we need the S. So click over here, type a T to get my text box. Type an S. Let's make this one like a blue. And again, change the font and make it bigger. Okay. It's getting started here. Let's see what size we have this. I've clicked my eye. This is at 64.2. So let's just type in a 65 up here. Highlight it, type 65 and enter. So we're going to make all of these 65. Highlight it, and let's make this one a 65 point. Okay, so now all of our letters are the same size. Now I can alter the box size around it so that the box kind of fits the letter a little bit better. And if you'll notice up here, my boxes have a white background around them. So let's get that white background. Select your box, and this is the border. If you want to add a border, you're going to click this box. We just want a straight, solid border, and we want the border to be white. So here's our border color. Let's come down here and find a white. All right, we now have a white line around it. Do you see that? And I can change the thickness of this border if I would like by coming up here to border weight. But I certainly don't want to do that. I want to leave it at like a 1. Let's see, no, maybe a 2. Let's go back in here. Let's put it at a 2. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so we're going to put the border weight at 2 for all of these. Add a border, border style, border color, white. Oh, it's at a 4. All right, let's go back and put this one at a 4. I think that's going to look good. I think its default is 4. Okay, we'll add a border to this one. Click it to add a border, solid border, turn our border white. Okay, it's coming along. Now you can see with these, I kind of tilted the boxes around, but I left all of the letters straight. So you just select your box, and tilt it, and tilt it, and tilt it. And then you want to group your box and your letter together. So this box is highlighted. I'm going to hold Shift, select my letter, and I will come up here, click these 3 little dots. If you don't see the word group up here, click the 3 little dots and you can get a group. Same thing here. Select my letter, hold Shift, select my box, and group. Last time, select my letter, hold Shift, select my box, and I can hit Control-G and it will also group. Now this whole thing moves as one unit. I can put it wherever I want it, and I can keep going. Let's get another box. And let's put the border on it. And let's turn the border white and the box black. And now we need more text because we've got its. We need the word A. So type a T to pull up your text box. Grab an A. Change its font. And what did we put the other ones at? 65? Something like that, yeah. It's A. Okay, let's size our box around it. Group them together. Select one, hold Shift, select the other, group. Okay, so it's not looking exactly like this one up here because I don't have all the colors and sizing right, but this is how we're going to get It's a Party. So I'm going to speed this up while I get all the rest of that in. Okay, we've got It's a Party. You remember how we came back in here and we kind of grouped all of this together so that if we moved one thing, they would all stay together? We need to do that for the It's a Party because we're not exactly sure where the letters are going to end up yet until we get everything in here. So, just like we did before, select your first item, hold Shift, select everything else while you're still holding Shift, and you want to get the boxes as well, not just the letters. And group it all together. You can hit Control-G or get your 3 dots and group. Now, if we move it all, It's a Party all stays together. For this part, I just used some more of the elements. I'm already over here in my elements and I'm in the shapes. Just going to scroll down and get, let's see, what did I use? It looks like I used one of these and just flipped it. So make sure I'm on my page that I'm designing. Click this guy, rotate it this way. That might not be what I used. It is. Let's just get it to where it is straight. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit too big. And we're going to turn it white. And we're ready to type in the name. So for this one, this font is called Monotron. Okay, so come down here, click anywhere off your design and type a T. You're going to get a text box. So I've typed in the name and now I need to come change the font again. So we're going to type in Monotron this time. And there we go. We can drag our handles to make this the size that we want. And change the color. What was the color up here? It was like a blue. And now we'll make them blue. Shrink it down to where it fits in the white. Make the white a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. It looks like I put Collins up there. Let me just go ahead and make that say Collins as well. Okay. And I added a shadow behind this just because I wanted to. It's completely up to you as you're designing, but if you want to add a shadow, you just duplicate your first one. Not delete. Duplicate. And turn it black. And it will show up on the top. We need to move it to the bottom. So we're going to come over here to position and backwards. Now it's a shadow. Okay, so I want all of this to stay together. I've got this selected. I need to hold shift and select the box over here and the shadow box. Group them all together. Group does show up now. Sometimes you've got to click the 3, sometimes you don't. It kind of just depends on what you're doing. Whoops, that didn't all group together. Okay. Now let me put my cassette tape back. Click my uploads. Get the cassette tape that I had put in here. It was this one. And just start arranging everything around. And continue on with your invitation until you get everything in here the way you want it. For 10th birthday, let me show you the font that I used for that. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that, but that's the font that it was. Let's see. Type a T to get my text box. Type the words that I want. 10th birthday. And come and change the font. There it was. Pull it down in here. Let's turn it pink and resize it to where it fits. So you can see how this is shaping up. You would finish out your design using all of the elements and things that you have uploaded from CreativeFabrica. Get it looking just how you want it. I'm going to delete all of this hot mess here. Okay, so once it's looking exactly how you want it, here's the magic. Here's how we create an invitation and turn it into a text invitation. So we don't want to print invitations. You can if you wanted to print this out and mail it, but that was not the purpose of this video. We're going to create an invitation to turn into a text. Click Share, and then come down here to More. Now, Send to Phone. Okay, here we go. Click Send to Phone, and it's going to give you this QR code. Scan this QR code on your phone, and it will literally pull this invitation up on your phone, and from there, you will download it to your phone. It is that easy. That puts it right from Canva onto your phone, and you can text it out or email it or whatever you want to do from there. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. We'll see you next time.